Hello. Hello, guys. This thing has a thing where I can't see the chat. Let me see. Literally cannot see the chat. Can't see the chat. If you guys can hear me, I'm going to need your help with this. If you can hear me, please say, ah. Let me see if the live is working. I think it is, but you guys are seeing on my screen. Oh my God. That was not what I asked this thing to do. Oh, for goodness sake. One sec, guys. I'm going to put it on a neutral screen before you see all my business. Um, Actually, let me do this. I'm a moron. Let me just hide it for now. How's everybody doing? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Excuse my hair and excuse my face. So I thought, let me do this the professional way and stream like a normal person. There is a weird delay, ladies and gentlemen, because I can look. Yeah, they sold out. Good evening. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, excuse the state of my face today, guys. You can see it all over my face. I've had a very, very busy few days. I've barely gotten any sleep. So I didn't have time to dress up for you this evening. It's not because I don't love you. Of course I do. But I look a mess. Even I know I look a mess right now. My eyes are tired. But I'm here for y'all. I am here for everyone. Everybody is doing okay. Yeah, this is not my best look at all. I was trying to see if I could make myself look less tired, but I've kind of given up on that right now. So you're going to have to bear with me in this current state. Okay, for next time, I will be sure to get the lighting right. How's everybody doing this evening? I haven't set up my OBS so that I can see the comments. So what I did was I just went on the YouTube page to go have a look so I can see your comments. I finally got this mic to work and I love this for me. I believe it's working. Hopefully I don't have to hold it so close to my mouth to talk to it, but I think I will anyway, just in case. So yeah, how's everybody doing today? How is everybody doing today? Happy new week. Happy as ever day. Yes, I did not get the bookmark. I didn't realize it was a bookmark she was selling. But Megan has gotten better at her marketing because she's selling the bookmark separately and she's selling it part of a kit or part of a set. So if you want it, you have to buy the set. Oh, you guys can barely see me. Sorry, I was leaning to the other side. How's everybody doing? Hmm. A lot of content for us squaddies. We have a lot of content this evening. It's 5:30. Bloody hell. My day is officially done. For those of you that are new to the channel, hello. Hello. My name is N for Neka. Um, I am streaming with OBS now, like a professional. So yeah, I hope everybody is enjoying it. And yeah, excuse I can see how tired I look on the screen. Everybody, please bear with me. Please, please, please. It's been a manic few days. And yeah, next time you see me, I promise you I will be looking much better. It's manic few days. Hey, hey, squaddies. Can you guys still hear me? I put the mic down so that I can lean forward and talk properly and use both my hands. If the sound is going in and out, please let me know. Let me see. Can I pack my hair back? Paulina. See, guys, see how dark my eye circles are. Oh my god. I look like I haven't slept in like 3 weeks. Yeah. God. I need to get that sorted. And the lighting, which is supposed to be giving me some sort of cover, is not doing anything, by the way. Can't believe I brought this light all the way downstairs and I'm still looking busted like this. Let me see if I can adjust the light. I see. I'm playing with the lights. Oh God, I look like one of these YouTubers. I don't like it. Oh, how is that? Weird? Green. You know what? Because I want to be weird today, let's use green. Let's make it strange and uncomfortable for everybody. Weird colors. No? You know what? I'm gonna go green. Let's make it uncomfortable and weird. So yeah, good evening, everybody. Welcome to my live. It's dark. Oh, it's too dark. Okay, I'll go back to light then. I've gone back to light. I just wanted to do something weird and different. I wanted to get that whole streaming in your bedroom. I'm not streaming in the same place I used to stream, and the reason for that is I am setting up. I am doing my. Oh, the volume is low. Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me, guys? Is that better? Can you also confirm that you're not hearing any echoes? Do something weird and different. I wanted to get that whole streaming in your bedroom. I'm not streaming in my same place. And the reason for that is I am setting up, I am doing my, the volume is low. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, guys? Not better. Can you also confirm that you're not hearing any echoes? I've turned off the echo. Can you hear me now? Perfect. Because this wasn't echoing before, and I tested it very robustly day before yesterday because I wanted to show you guys the mic. So, hello again. Thanks, Amacho. Thanks. And shout out to the squaddies. Like I said, we spent way too much time setting up. Sorry, guys. The light is on me now, and like I said, sorry for how tired I look. This has been a rough few days, to be honest. And but I thought, you know what? I said I was going to stream twice a week, and here we are. We are getting our streams. So just to talk about some things coming to the channel. One, I'm going to start putting my videos into playlists. It's a massive playlist, but I'll put it into playlists. Two, we're going to be streaming twice a week now. Tuesday at 5:30, between 5:30 and 6, either Friday or Saturday. The Friday or Saturday will depend on my availability, but I'm thinking maybe Saturday. And what else is happening? Guys, I'm creating a Discord channel. So on the Discord, it's free to join. But the aim is to get us to a place where we can talk to each other. And also with the Discord channel, I'm going to be posting, the things that are happening. For example, on my other channel, M4 Recaps, where I'm starting a playlist with Raspberry Pi to show you guys how to set up your own kind of mini workstation at home. Also, I'm doing a playlist about how you can monetize AI without having to build AI. Sorry, guys. One sec. Somebody's at the door. We are having a bit of chaos today. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Sorry. Got my Amazon package. So yeah, Discord. Discord is one. I want us to really build our community, and I watched other people's channels. The Discord is free. Like I said, the only income I want to make is from the actual content I put out. The community is for us squaddies. We can talk about different topics. We can talk about different topics. We can talk about, what's going on in the channel. It's a way for people who I can see have developed friendships and relationships on here, of which I love you guys. You can all, get together, get to know each other. And yeah, we'll keep it as, and then we'll have, like, again, because something to complement our weekly lives. We can have catch-ups on things that we can't really say on YouTube, where we're censored maybe. And the aim of putting again is to grow the community. And with the community, the hope is you can be interested to, join my other channel if you want. And what I would really appreciate, ladies and gentlemen, is if you have a Twitch account, if you want to join me on Twitch because I want to start streaming, please, please, please let me know. And yeah, I would really appreciate your support. I would really appreciate your support in that way. So I will share details of the Discord channel. It's going to be for those of you guys who joined the Azeva Christmas special. It's that same channel, but I'll put it back on the timeline, the post. And what I will do to get more people to join the Discord is, if you want to join the lives, you will need to go through the Discord. This is to ensure that people join. Like I said, it's free to join. So I'll put it on there, then we can catch up. And yeah, let's talk about it. So, like I said, unfortunately, we spent a lot of time setting up. So apologies, everybody around the table. Today, what are we talking about? So I put it on there. And let me show you what we are talking about today. Let me just get my channel up. One sec. Let me get the Kate Middleton floppage. Kate Middleton, one thing for sure and two things for certain. Kate Middleton will flop. She is guaranteed to flop in every situation. Every situation. I can't. It's almost admirable at this point. I have to give props where props are due, because like I knew that her ridiculous Christmas show was going to flop. But guys, I don't think anything truly could have prepared me for the way it was going to flop, because girl, and this is what I'm saying right here. If the let me give you an analogy. So do you guys know this? I don't know how many of you guys are watching this show called Heated Rivalry. Heated Rivalry, which I am recapping on my channel, ladies and gentlemen. So please join me for a Heated Rivalry recap. That show is the top trending show in the world right now. It's great. It's absolutely great. And on Heated Rivalry, the common theme on that show is it's about hockey. It's about two men who fall in love, even though they are arch rivals. It's actually a pretty cool concept. I really think if it was any other showrunner, I would have probably not had any interest in watching it, because it sounds like, fan fiction nonsense. But guys, it was done so well. It was done so well. It has literally become a lot of people's obsession. And frankly, I don't blame them. The show is so good. I bring up the show to talk about, how people have to kind of talk about Kate Middleton's privilege and how lucky she is that she has this whole equipment, this whole infrastructure of toadias to always cover for her, to always defend her, no matter how mediocre she is, no matter how, lazy she is. There is always somebody somewhere gassing Catherine up. And it's very frustrating to me because she doesn't deserve that level of praise. She doesn't deserve that level of gassing up. But she gets it. Why? Because she's Kate Middleton. They've called her every, and I'm not even trying to say that what am I saying? She's allegedly one of the people that said that Megan made her cry. And even though she didn't directly say it, and I have a theory about this, I believe that she was involved in getting that information out there. I believe that she and her husband knew exactly what was going to happen by getting this information out there. They knew how it was going to spoil Megan's reputation. He knew how it was going to get her open for attacks, because Billy Idol has been he's been living in this system since he was a child. So you can't convince me he did not do this intentionally. Anyway, my point is, despite all of the cover, all of the protection, all of everything, this woman, this character, still cannot do something tangible, something that will work. You have all this infrastructure behind you, Catherine, and you can't, till this moment, do something without flopping. Are you absolutely serious? Let me get the browser so you don't see all my stuff, okay? Let me share it. I want to share it so that you guys don't think, oh, it's NECA being difficult. I promise you I'm not being difficult. This is, let me see, browser. There we go. Can you guys see my screen? Can you see what's on my screen? Hopefully you can. Let me put my face down because my face looks busted today. And let me make this bigger. Because have you noticed that one thing the royal rota likes to do when they relentlessly attack Meghan, they always say things like, well, she brings it on herself. Okay, fine. Kate has brought this on herself. She has brought this on herself by being a perennial flop. Because she's a flop. She's a flop, ladies and gentlemen. A flop. A flop. And it's embarrassing that they've invested all this infrastructure, all this time, and this woman can still not deliver one successful project. She can't. What do you mean? And guys, let me put Kate's floppage into perspective. For those of you who don't live in the UK, right? Do you know how badly you have to do for your show not to get into top 20 top 20 on Christmas or the week of Christmas? No, let me even go further. The week of Christmas in the UK, where everybody is chilling at home, they literally do not have anywhere else to go because a lot of the transportation services outside London are not working. Do you know how badly your show has to do to bomb like this? Is this not preposterous? What are we doing here? See, because whenever we talk, they say, "Oh, you squaddies, you're being mean, you're being cruel, you're exaggerating." Unlike the British media and the messy derangers, we don't report things that are not true. Look, look. How is this not preposterous? See, see. Where's Kate's show here? Would I lie to you, season 19? Stranger, okay, well, I can't. The funny thing is, I can even understand Stranger Things because it's a phenomenon. But like what Michael McIntyre, Kate, you couldn't beat EastEnders. Really? Call the midwife. Are you serious? You couldn't beat Call the midwife, and you're the person I'm supposed to be taking seriously. She's the secret weapon. What secret weapon? Of mediocrity, of failure? This whole thing is a disgrace, guys. An utter and complete disgrace. And frankly, Kate Middleton, everybody involved in that production should be ashamed of themselves because this is some bullshit. And I don't want to be cruel to the team that worked behind her to make this show happen because that's not fair. Sorry. Guys, let me know if it's streaming well, please, because I'm not seeing that it is streaming well. Please let me know if it is streaming properly. There are no weird delays or anything like that. If not, I'll have to change the streaming output. So yeah, Kate, and what I love about this now is fully official. Nobody can come and say, "Oh, we're trying to be mean to Kate." This is official. This woman has been gassed up by everyone. Everyone. She brought out Charlotte. Thank you, Neka. Sorry, thank you, Jasbo. She brought out her baby, dragged that child out of her safety to give us another flop. A disgrace. is what this is. A bloody disgrace. And any other person, can you imagine, guys, if Megan said she was going to have a Christmas show with celebrities, she hawks out her daughter Lily to pretend like they're playing on the piano, and her show doesn't even break top 20? The media would tear her apart. One thing to call out, guys, nobody is reporting this, by the way. You don't have Jack Royston giving you a blow by blow of when somebody's show started to flop, like he did for Azeva when he first came out last year. Because even when she fails, she's not interesting. That's how bad it is. Even when you are a failure, you're not even interesting enough to report. That and the propaganda protecting you. So yeah, Kate, you should be ashamed of yourself. But I think she already knows that. Absolutely disgraceful, these numbers. And she used taxpayer money as well. If she wanted to flop in isolation, why are you using taxpayer money, love? Anyway, let me move on from Kate's boring ass. But this is a disgrace. Really, truly. Hmm. Let me bring it to Megan. Like I said, I would play music, guys, but I can't. Megan, as many of you have already found out, hey girl, Lorna, Megan has unsurprisingly completely sold out her new product, bookmarks. Good for her. She's selling, let me get that up for you guys. This is for the haters. You see that? Oh, sorry. As ever, completely sold out. Now you can buy it as part of the collection, the bookmark, the honey, and the tea, which is a fantastic way to market it actually. Because when you're having a nice hot cup of tea, you do want to read a book. So you need a bookmark. One second, guys. Let me get something. One sec. Yep. Sorry, peeps. The honey. The honey I have left. So Megan is marketing the honey with the bookmark with the tea. Isn't that brilliant marketing, ladies and gentlemen? When I tell you that I stand a woman of substance, a woman of intelligence. I don't know. I mean, like, I always ask people that hate her, how are you not motivated by this woman, for goodness sake? How are you not motivated? Whatever you are doing as a woman, as a person of color, as a woman that is a person of color, how is her continued resilience not a freaking inspiration for anybody? Because it is. It is. Sorry, let me celebrate and have some honey. I wasn't sure if I was going to buy it because, Megan, girl, I don't need more products. I'm fine. I wouldn't lie. If she was selling some sort of brand new food condiment, I most likely would have bought. Mm, 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 mm. Yes, that was the next thing I was going to say, Lorna. On Megan's site, you will see it there that the honey, let me get it up. Sorry, guys. The honey, oh, sorry, the bookmark. And let me go to the bookmark. Sorry, ladies. See that? Oh, sorry. I was trying to get the bookmark. One sec. I got carried away with the honey. I was motivated to bring out the honey when I saw that it was selling with the tea. I was like, oh, honey. I have honey in this house. See that? See that, guys? And here's the funny thing. At this particular point in time, Megan is the only person who is actually supporting UK businesses right now. She's the only person that is actually supporting UK businesses. She didn't have to give a royal seal or a royal stamp because whomever made this for her has just got confirmation that her bookmark has sold out. With this bookmark, ladies and gentlemen, Meghan has done more for the UK economy than anybody right now. She's done more than Kate. She's done more than William, more than the king. And for people that are saying, oh, you're fangirling too hard, let's look at the numbers, shall we? Kate Middleton has apparently given her so-called fashion royal seal to a number of UK fashion houses. How many of those fashion houses are liquid today? Let's find out. Because we report facts here. Guys, I will tell you right now how many Kate Middleton businesses, sorry, how many businesses Mm-hmm. Sorry, guys. I had to get you the tea. Kate Middleton has won Alexander McQueen, and it has flopped. And they are blaming everybody but Kate Middleton. She's won Gucci. Gucci is in financial trouble. She's won Jenny Packham. Aha. Alexander McQueen failed. Gucci is struggling. Jenny Packham, Erdem, Dolce and Gabbana, Tempale, London, Issa, London. And one thing that the internet is trying to do, the internet is trying to pretend it doesn't understand the question I am asking. Because I was Googling, I was asking how many fashion brands won by Kate have failed financially. It was giving me every answer but the question I asked. So I had to keep on adding it in. Give me, itemize all the fashion houses that have flopped under Kate Middleton. And there are many. And this woman is supposed to be the person supporting the multi-billion-dollar UK fashion industry. Now, am I saying there is a direct correlation between Kate Middleton wearing their clothes and them flopping? Yes, that is exactly what I am saying. I am saying that Kate is a flop. And that is why when she and William separated, she didn't get to keep her fashion contacts. Do you remember when she had the audacity to harass Megan about her fashion contacts? She harassed Megan, saying that Megan was trying to steal her fashion contracts. Kate Middleton, are you aware that every fashion brand Megan has touched is still thriving? In fact, Megan wears independent clothes now, smaller retailers, and the Megan effect has helped those businesses grow. But you were worried that Megan wanted your fashion contacts. The audacity, the effrontery of this woman. But yes, Megan's leather brand came out today and is successful. Unsurprisingly, ladies and gentlemen, it sold out. Shocker. Another thing to go into Megan's pocket. And you know the British media are pressed. You know they are upset because despite the fact that Megan has not released any financial information and she's not going to release any financial information, her company is private. And we spoke about this before, guys. The British media, like I said, don't let facts stand in the way of the British media. Facts, nah. The British media have continued to parrot that Meghan has sold 20, at least, sorry, has made at least 27 million pounds. Do I have any doubt she's made that money? Of course not. It's Meghan. What I don't like, and it continues to grate me, is misinformation because we are savvy squaddies. We can tell when we are being BS'd. We've been in this game long enough to know that the British media is as trustworthy as food you buy behind the truck. You literally take your life into your own hands when you listen to take your own brain into your own hands when you listen to any of the nonsense they tell you. That is the British media, ladies and gentlemen. We know that it's bullshit, but it's still annoying because now the funny thing about this is, let's say there was even a glitch, even though I don't believe there was. Megan is going to be motivated now to whatever protections she has around her data, even now, it's going to be almost impossible to find out unless she and Netflix decide to share. And what really pisses me off is when they do things like this, guys, because Meghan and Harry cannot, nobody is that careful. There are so many different ways people can get information about anybody now, right? There will always be some loophole they may not have considered or a loophole that is new. So all this means is Meghan and Harry have to spend even more money doing what they can to protect their economic financial privacy. Because what do you mean you are stalking people's websites, trying to guess how much stock they have left? Is this the behavior of normal people? Is this the behavior of normal people, ladies and gentlemen? Anyway, Megan has sold out unsurprisingly. Congratulations to Megan, as always, and congratulations to the supplier who had the intelligence of doing business on the winning side. I wish I was looking at the website, guys, to see if I could get a sense of the price. For those of you who bought it, how much was it? I can't see the price. How much was it? Please let me know in the chat how much this product was. Hmm? I wish I knew how much it was. Was it up to $10? Please let me know in the chat, guys. They, you no. So yeah, congratulations to Megan. 30 for 30. 10 out of 10. 100% sold out. Okay, not 100% sold out, but at least 60, 70% sold out. That's incredible. Do you know how incredible that is for a business that isn't even up to 1 year? Every product you produce close is very close to selling out. So let's play mathematics a bit, guys, if I may. Even though we agree that the information the British press was derived in the stupidest and most ridiculous way as possible, do you recall months ago I said in America, if Meghan can have 1 million consistent. Oh, really? Jasbo, please, when you buy it, please let us know. If you can, Jasbo, join our Discord. So, because I'm going to do some, we're going to do lives in there where we can talk to each other. Yeah, so you can let us, so you can give us a mini review of the leather thing. Let me come back to my commentary, ladies and gentlemen. If we move with the assumption that Megan has indeed sold close to 1 million of her products. I told you guys months ago that all Megan in a country of what 300 million, if Megan only has at least 1 million dedicated customers, ladies and gentlemen, what are we talking about? What more does she need? Megan doesn't need everybody to buy her stuff. I don't think there is any real supply chain that can even do churn it out as quickly. If Megan has 1 million consistent customers per product, what are we saying? What are we saying? Imagine 1 million consistent customers every every 3 or so months. That business is in the green. That's money. That's billionaire status. 1 million people are guaranteed to buy your stuff every time, regardless of price point. That's a billionaire. I'm so happy for Megan, guys. She deserves this. She deserves this. And this is what I say to people, right? What is for you is for you. I see this thing going around all the time. They say people people who, no matter what you do or say about them, they still thrive. You will not derail God's plan for them. And you don't even have to be religious. They are blessed. There are some people on this earth, unfortunately, they were sent to be our prophets. And there are some people on this earth, fortunately, they were sent to be our prophets. And Megan falls into that category because a prophet is somebody who will suffer. And she has suffered terribly, horribly. And to see her come out on the other side, strong, clever, intelligent, doesn't allow herself to get distracted by the noise. I'm always staring at the British media. I was like, you do realize this is why everybody loves her. Because a lot of women and men can relate. What do you mean you have been harassing this woman for a decade? What was her crime? Harry fell in love with her. That's her crime. The reason we are all here, ladies and gentlemen, is Harry fell in love with Meghan Markle, now Sussex. She didn't kill anyone. She didn't hurt anyone. She didn't lie on anyone. She didn't steal from anyone. Her biggest crime was Harry fell in love with Meghan Markle. That's it. Bots are damaging enough, Denise. Bots are damaging enough. I'm sorry, they are. That's why they need security. You don't know who is reading this stuff. You don't. And let me tell you, and we can all agree, this wasn't about sabotaging Meghan's business or has this was about trying to get Meghan killed. Because everything she does is under attack. And it's not just, oh, we're criticizing her because we think she's annoying. You're criticizing her because you want people to be angry. You want people to hate her. You want people to be so angry at her, they don't have any qualms committing violence against her. There was a GB News broadcast yesterday where where their nipples were getting hard at the possibility. Let me see if I can find that video. One sec, guys. I wanted to slap that food from my screen. Because as annoying as these things are, and yes, we can ignore them, I'm not saying we can't. All I think about is the violence that they are propagating. And to whom? We don't know who's listening to this stuff. Let me go on GB News. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a lot of tea. A lot. There we go. Found it. There is too much tea today because they keep on hyping the fact that Meghan could come back to the UK. I even had to mute these losers. Yeah. Let me see if they will allow me to broadcast this. Hopefully, we don't get demonetized. Let me see. I'm going to play something for you guys. Hopefully we don't get...
Let's now speak to somebody who really does care. It's GB News' war correspondent, Cameron Walker. Cameron, welcome to the show. Meghan, she's back.
Well, possibly, Martin, yes, and care might be a stretch, but of course it is my job. But Meghan, as you can see on the front page of The Sun this morning, potentially is coming back to the UK, as you said, the first time since the Queen's funeral in 2022. It's all speculation, really, but we do know for a fact that there will be an Invictus Games countdown this summer in Birmingham, marking a year until the Invictus Games comes to Birmingham in 2027. Now, Prince Harry definitely going to be attending that one. The speculation is whether Meghan is going to be joining her husband, because she has supported her husband throughout the Invictus Games journey in several different countries. But the sticking point for Harry and his team is this security issue. Harry has said on a number of occasions on the record that he doesn't feel safe bringing either Meghan or the two children to the United Kingdom. And as we speak, a review is being carried out by the Home Office and security services here into the United Kingdom into the level of security or the level of threat against both Harry, Meghan and the children if they were to come here to the United Kingdom. Once that review is complete, its findings are going to be given to RAVEC, which is the Royal and VIP Executive Committee. It's a Home Office committee that both the Home Secretary, senior police officers, security figures and Buckingham Palace staff sit on, and they will decide whether Harry and Meghan's security will be reinstated to what it was when they were working members of the royal family at British taxpayers' expense, i.e. 24-hour armed police protection when they're here in the United Kingdom with outriders and all the rest of it. If, and it is a big if the security is reinstated, I think it is highly likely that Meghan will return to the UK. But Meghan is the least popular member of the royal family with the British public, apart from Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. So a very, very low bar indeed. I don't see herself being put into a situation, or her putting herself into a situation, where she is going to be near actual British people, actual members of the public. If she does come, don't expect walkabouts, because I can't imagine she'll want to be booed, if indeed she is booed. I suspect it will be very controlled, very media friendly. Yes, there'll be cameras, but I don't see there'll be any reason or any opportunity for members of the public to get incredibly close to Meghan. So we'll have to wait and see. As I said, nothing's been confirmed. It's a lot of speculation, and there's, to be frank, Martin, a lot of what-ifs when it comes to this security situation. And if it is reinstated, British taxpayers, of course, are going to be paying for it.
Did you guys get that? Sorry, my camera died. Did you get that, guys? Cameron just said a whole lot of nonsense there. A whole lot of BS. Telling us that if Meghan comes to the UK, she will be booed. She's the least popular royal. They know that poll is bullshit, by the way. But you see what they are doing, guys.
To the United Kingdom.
Do you see what they are doing? They are preparing themselves. They are already preparing all the talking points. All the talking points for the access they will not have to Meghan. They are already telling all of you that, oh, Meghan is not going to have an actual, Meghan is not going to do an actual walkabout. On what basis are they making that assumption? Who told them she wouldn't? I believe that she might have a controlled walkabout. I don't believe she's going to get booed. But they are already preparing their talking points, because in their mind, if Meghan comes, access they will not have, private events they will not have access to. So they've already created their talking points that, well, if she comes, she's the least liked royal anyway, just before Andrew. So because she doesn't want to get booed, it will be too controlled. There will be nobody, they've already created the talking point. And this is why I was telling you guys that I want Meghan to come. You chased her out. She came back successful. What better revenge than that? I really hope she comes. I really, really, truly do. And not only just comes, I hope she does a mini walkabout and people are dying when they see her. If nothing else, and I said it before, if nothing else, is the exact same thing that happened with Prince Harry when he came for the Invictus 10-year anniversary in St. Paul's. The British media were hoping for boos for some reason, and they got nothing. They were embarrassed, actually. They were saying, oh, wow, if you were not paying attention, you would think it was before Harry and Meghan left. When he came back again, they saw the way he was loved. People came out of their jobs during the working day in the rain to come and stand and wait for Harry. They will never do that for any other person in the royal family. You saw my video where I compared Harry's engagement with William. It's a mess. I want Meghan to come back, guys. I want Meghan to come back because, first of all, nobody can tell anybody where they can go. Meghan has done nothing wrong. And with Meghan having security, I don't see any reason why she can't come back. Also, I want it on video, live stream, that when Meghan gets her homecoming, I'm going to call it Meghan homecoming because the press is going to hype up Meghan coming anyway. You know that's where all of them will be. They will be at the spot while Meghan gets cheered, and they'll be pretending like they don't like it. So yeah, I want Meghan to come back. Yeah, yeah, let her come back. Her triumphant return. It's so annoying now that not after the camera fell and I had to put it back. It's now at the angle I kind of wanted it to be. Oh well, you got to see my ugly face for a bit before I finally got it in the right angle. So yes, we've spoken about Megan's wildly successful as ever products, which sold out. Shout out to the squad. We've spoken about Kate Middleton's continued floppage. Let's talk about the last thing on the list, guys, because I'm genuinely confused now. Did you know that Billy Idol has hired a crisis manager? Did you know that William has hired a crisis manager? If you didn't know, I hope you found out because I'm going to show you something right now. If you can see my screen, let me show you one of the most appalling things I have ever seen. First of all, shout out to this person. She's hilarious. Let me show you the article. It wasn't this article, by the way, but Celebrity sometimes has articles that I am not interested in helping them monetize. So let's have a look at this one. Yeah. So according to the PR experts, I don't even know who this individual is. Probably somebody they pulled out of their ass, Maya Riaz. The move is more calculated instead of defensive. And I'm wondering to myself, why would you hire a crisis manager if you're just doing calculations? Isn't that what a PR person is for? Crisis managers are often misunderstood, okay, as being brought in only when something has gone wrong. But in reality, their role is largely preventative. Where have we heard preventative before, guys? When Kate had announced her cancer, identifying potential pressure points before they escalate and ensuring there are clear response strategies in place. So, a PR person, basically. A crisis manager is essentially to stress test every possible scenario, identify pressure points before they erupt, and put clear response plans in place. It is about message discipline, speed, making sure the right narrative is ready, if and when speculation starts to spiral. Guys, those of us who have a thinking brain, does this sound to you plausible that they would hire someone like this when everything is going okay? Because I don't understand. If the way he described it initially, it made it sound like they were hiring a PR person. So if it's not a PR person and it's a crisis manager, why is it, what are you preventing? I'm confused. And let's look at the situations that have happened over the past few days, ladies and gentlemen. Billy Idol was seen picking up his children in a helicopter that our taxes fund, by the way, to bring them to their daddy's home. We literally watched the pickup exchange operation between Kate and William. And now these people are pretending that what we saw is not what we saw. It's not what we saw, guys. What our two eyes are telling us that we're seeing is not true. It's lies. It's fan fiction. It's BS. So why do you need a crisis manager, William? Could it be you have left your wife and two of you have some sort of arrangement? That in itself, to me, is not even a crisis. Okay, so you're not together anymore. Okay. Just ensure that you announce it properly and you're not nasty to each other and move on with your life. No, 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 no. Somebody said something that the reason why William and the royal family are protecting the obvious separation between Kate and William is because of Meghan and Harry, because of everything that was done to undermine, attack, and destroy that relationship. So after they've invested all this time and resource, it's going to look very strange and weird that the couple that they've been hailing for the past 10 years as above reproach are the ones that don't make it the distance. So here is what I'm trying to say in simple English. Let me try and say what I'm trying to say in simple English is William is going to stay married to Kate no matter what happens. I literally think only death will do them part at this point because he's not about to be upstaged by his sibling. So even though he doesn't love his wife anymore, that if they have to live as brother and sister, they will, because these two miserable souls have so spoilt their own karma that there's literally nowhere else for them to go. I continue on the article. The timing of this appointment has raised eyebrows, particularly given renewed attention between William and Harry's relationship. With Harry expected to return in the UK, speculation around family dynamics is likely to intensify, something Maya believes will be impossible to ignore at William's level. So let's read from Celeb Bitchy her thoughts on this nonsense. So I didn't read the people's story, but she did. So she's saying they tried to suggest that Raven Scott's hire, that's the crisis manager, was more about Andrew Barton Windsor. Okay, I remember seeing that. At least the Mirror admits the obvious, which is that William is in the midst of yet another breakdown because Harry exists and Harry might be visiting the UK more. And more importantly, Harry might be bringing Meghan and his family. William is the crisis. I agree. Not only that, it's an admission that Kensington Palace sycophants, clowns, and morons aren't getting the job done. That's a very good one, which is an important thing to acknowledge. KP has been in shambles for years. William and Kate have no clue how to organize or manage staff. That's why William is so keen on hiring Kensington Palace CEO in 2023. Because Kate and William are at best ineffectual and incompetent managers, it will be interesting to see if KP's messaging changes this year in regards to the Sussexes. The status quo is William running around screaming about how he refuses to see Harry and raging about the Sussexes titles. Will Ravencroft come up with a strategy for how William talks about the Sussexes? Ladies and gentlemen, this is your future king right here. This is your future king. This is where we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we are. Wasting taxpayer money to pretend. Oh, it's $18. Thanks, Dennis. Wasting taxpayer money to pretend you and your wife are still together when the whole world knows that's not the case. It's stupid at best, idiotic at worst, and a waste of time. Now, me personally, I am very entertained because watching Kate and William continue to fail in the easiest of things, honestly, I really think it keeps me going. Because this is what we're watching right now, guys, is this is karma. You see, unlike King Charles, who to an extent, maybe through messaging and the prince's trust, has shown himself to be at least a bit competent in his role. And that competency we saw shine through before his mother died. Even though his mom didn't want to give his ass any part of her kingdom, but she's going to die. She literally had no choice. William has not shown anybody anything to look forward to for his future reign. The only thing that I can see that he's shown is that he's going to, for whatever reason, waste UK taxpayers' time on Harry and Meghan's titles. And considering the British media, the British government is trying to get Harry back in line because they need him for international relations. I don't know why anybody with two functioning brain cells thinks they are going to strip William of his title. Sorry, Harry of his title. He's literally the only royal right now that is helping the British government with foreign affairs and relations. So why would they take away his title when they've done everything in their power to bring him back? Mm? Derangers and haters, please let me know in the chat. I'm curious to hear your thought process. Why bring him back if they were going to strip his titles? To what end? Or if they were going to approve the strippage of his title? Mm? Meghan and Harry are the only royal stars we have today, ladies and gentlemen. They are the only two that get good international headlines. They are the only two people that a lot of people can actually discuss what charity work they are doing. So, to anybody that is still waiting for them to strip them of their title, you will be waiting a very long time. Now, one last thing I want to talk about, guys, is again the British press. The British press are just a bunch of losers and deeply unserious people. So, as you know, when Meghan, unverified information, by the way, when Meghan apparently was found to have sold millions of pounds of honey, The British media changed the talking points to, well, why wouldn't she give it to charity? And nobody asked her, so how about Charles? Because they keep on saying that Charles's business, he uses it for charity. I don't believe that's true, by the way. Does he give some proceeds to charity? Of course. But the reason Charles opened his business was to show business savvy, was to sell products. Why would he do all that, create a shop, a for profit business, if the primary use was charity? Hmm? Why would Charles create what does he call his brand? Duchy or something? I don't know. Why would he create a for profit business if the plan was to sell it, was to give it away for to charity? When these people open their mouths and talk nonsense, nobody ever challenges them. Nobody ever says, what are you talking about? Because last I checked, they keep saying that, oh, he gives it to charity. Okay, who? Which charity? Itemize the proportion of money that he gives to charity. They think they're talking to stupid people. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the problem. Anyway, Ingrid Sewell, I was looking for her. Let me see if I can find her. Because my battery is running out. Let me see. Then I can play her video and we can call it a night. Sorry, guys, I'm looking for that. Oh, I can't find it. Oh, I know it was that cow, but I blocked him from my platform so that I don't see his idiot post. But I'm hoping I see that jam thing so that you can watch the video with me and wonder if these people have lost their ever loving mind. Let's see. I can't find it, guys. I'm sorry. I'll be sure to post the video when I do. I'll post the video when I get it. Maybe not on this live. I'll probably do it as a normal video. Sorry, guys, the camera came down. I have to get a better stand next time. Sorry about this. Oop. Oh, sorry, guys. Camera, we're having technical. Don't worry. Next time it will be better because we're using OBS. I will have my setup properly done. This is not my filming room. That's why I'm having this problem. But yeah, what I will do is that video, I will put it as a normal Sussex video. So you can see the British media asking Meghan why she is not giving her hard earned money to charity. Not that obviously we know Megan supports a number of businesses and charity organizations, but it seemed interesting that as soon as they saw she potentially could have sold at least 27 million pounds of goods and services, the first thing they are doing is to undermine. First of all, Ingrid said something like, well, Megan is not the first person to do it. The king did. And I was like, the king did, but you just said that the king was selling those products to give it to charity. So why are you tracking whether he was successful at selling his goods or not? And please don't play in our faces. You know good and damn well that the king has never, in the first year of his business, did not sell at least 27 million pounds of goods. Don't do that. Well, yeah, hateration in this dancery. Like I said, shout out to Megan for the for yet another successful product launch. Shout out to the Sussex squad. You guys are million. I'm beginning to realize that you guys are wealthy. To you, and let us continue to laugh at Billy Idol and his ridiculous crisis manager nonsense. To me, I don't know who he's fooling. He's not fooling anyone. He's not. I don't even think he's fooling his fans. Everybody knows that marriage is over. He'd probably be happier if he just ends things. And yeah, that's what I wanted to update you guys on for now. I will get more information and I'll post the video that I wanted to share with you about them questioning Megan's money. I'm doing some studying with some friends today. So I've had to film downstairs. So yeah, guys, thank you for all your support. I'm going to put in the post the Discord link. And please, and I'll also put the link to the AI monetization playlist on my other channel. And those who want to tech out with me, I am using a Raspberry Pi to build a workstation. And I'll tell you what that workstation is for. Come and join me on my M4 Recaps channel. I might be doing a live to show exactly what I'm building. But yeah, thank you guys for your support, and I'll catch you later. Bye. Oh, sorry, guys.